Hey, 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 and welcome to the Brilliant Marketing with Mary show. I'm Mary. They call me Mobile Mary in the industry, and I'm so happy to see you here today. Or at least you'll be seeing me, technically. Anyways, I'm super excited about the event today, the show today, I should say, because we're going to be talking about how to convert clicks to clients in your DMs, right? That's DMs in your Instagram and your Messenger with chat funnels and social selling. And I have the expert that is blowing people out of the water with her results today. And I'm super excited to have her share her top 3 tips on how to convert clicks to clients in the DM. So, yay. So, stay tuned for that. So before I introduce her, I just wanted to share a little bit about if you are looking for a safe place to be creative and get your marketing mojo on, I'd like to introduce you. I'd like to invite you to my Facebook group. I'll put the link in the comments, but it's called Marketing Innovators Playground because I truly believe that when we can play, we will attract our perfect clients to us because they want to have fun and they will share your message and they will be a part of the journey with you. So I would like to invite you to join the playground, and we have a lot of fun in there. So I hope you will do that as well. But again, I want to get right to our topic because we have a very quick show today. We're changing our format to a 15-minute show so you get all the goodness as quick as possible. So my beautiful guest today, her name is Tracey Matney, and not only is she adorable, and I consider her a friend, but she loves to help her clients create conversations that convert and helps them scale their offers and impact. She handpicked a team of amazing digital marketers who care deeply about their clients. And she is the CEO and she leads the strategy and oversees her team, driving high results for their clients. So without further ado, let's bring up Tracey. There she is.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Hi.
So fun to see you, Mary.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure. So Tracey, tell me a little bit about, I mean, I read a little bit about your company, but tell me a little quickly, like what is the thing that lights you up? What's your why about being in business?
Yeah, well, I'm a mom. That's like the first thing that comes to my mind. And as a business owner and a mom, there's a lot of things to juggle, but business has really provided a way for me to help people and for me to be fulfilled, but as a working person with skills, but also be able to be at home as a mom. And
That's
so I'm
awesome.
really grateful I can do both of those things. Like I'm not just a mom, but I'm also not just a worker. I can do
Right.
both. Yeah.
Exactly. You're a visionary.
Yeah.
As a worker. Yes. And you're almost a mother of 2 children, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I have a 7-year-old and I have one on the way pretty soon here in December. So
Wow, and
pretty
you can't
excited
even
about
tell, girl. Oh my gosh, when I was pregnant, I blew up like a blowfish.
that.
You
Oh,
look fantastic. So, but
thank
listen,
you.
let's get right to our topic because I know that you are busy and need to get back. But this is the title of the show today: How to Convert Clicks to Clients in the DMs on Instagram and Messenger with chat funneling and social selling. We're going to go through 3 steps, but can you kind of give a general overview, and then we'll
Sure.
talk about some case studies as well.
Yeah, back in 2018, so over 5 years ago, I started my agency as a freelancer and I discovered ManyChat, which is this really cool software that helps you manage your DM conversations. And did like a lot of people don't realize, but like chatbots has kind of got this bad rap because people don't like bots. But
Right?
the thing is, we're not afraid of automation. We like things that are fast. We
Right.
like getting answers right away. We like getting freebies and discount codes and whatever. And
Right.
so a lot of times when you like say you're going to buy a product, I don't know about you, but I am a buyer.
Yeah.
So they know this about me. And I see these ads all the time and you click on it, it's like put in your email address and we'll give you a 15% off code.
Right.
Nobody's upset that that email that comes to me is automated, right?
Right. Exactly.
Um, and so I'm like, cool, I got it super fast. Now I can put in my promo code. I can buy the thing I was going to buy. But once I like leave that page, the only way they have to contact me now is email.
Right.
They can email me, which is great. But I don't always open all my emails. And so what's cool about ManyChat and using DM automation is that I can message my clients and my clients can message their clients in the DMs, which people are way more likely to open.
Right.
Open rates on email are dismal now,
Dismal. Yeah, they're
but
like 25% if you're
20%,
lucky.
20% is a good rate, but usually it's less than that. And open rates on Instagram DMs are sometimes 90 to 100%. And
Wow.
so, especially if someone's requesting a freebie. So if
Yeah.
they're requesting your freebie, like say you do a post and you say, comment below keyword Black Friday, and I'll send you my 20% off code to get this product. Or
Right.
if you're a coach and you have a service or you have a course and you say,
Right.
hey, the course is only this price from right now to right now. Or if you want to get the free guide or whatever, any of those
Right.
kind of offers, you could say, comment something
Right.
below, and then you'll get a DM and I'll send it to you in the
So
DMs.
so brilliant. And it's great because Instagram, there's no links, right, that you can put in the comments.
Yeah,
And
only in your bio, but Instagram doesn't really like that. They
right.
don't want people leaving their platform.
Exactly.
And Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same company called Meta now.
Right.
And the thing is, they make 90 plus, I don't know the exact percent, 95% of their money comes from ads. So
Right.
if you're sending people away and they're leaving their platform, they're not really thrilled about that. Your engagement's going to dip.
Right.
And so how do you keep your engagement up, which keeps people on the platform, makes Meta happy, makes them show your content to more people? That's
Right.
by having conversations in the DMs. So this
I
is both on Messenger on Facebook and on Instagram DMs.
I love that. And your company helped. Obviously, we're going to tell people how to do it today, but your company helps put that together. So
Yeah.
all the automation, everything. Okay, cool. Let's get to the
Yeah.
first point here.
Yeah.
So it's the first point in how to get clicks to clients is post with a call to action as a keyword comment. You kind of alluded to it already, but give a little
Yeah.
bit more detail.
Yeah. So I'm talking specifically about Instagram. So when you do a reel or you do a post, have you seen people doing this where they
Oh
say,
yeah,
comment Black
bubblegum.
Friday and you'll
Yeah,
get my Black Friday special,
right,
or comment on video and you'll get my 3 video tips.
right,
And then we go into the DMs. Well,
right.
so when you have someone comment that, you can set up a trigger, and we use ManyChat. That's a software that we love. We've been using since 2018. We're an agency expert partner with them, and I've dabbled, by the way, in other softwares that I just love working with ManyChat. They don't pay me to say that,
That,
but
that's
we
where
just
we
like,
met. Actually, we met at their
yeah,
conference in Austin.
that is where we met when they
Yeah.
would have their in-person conferences.
Yes.
I know everything's online now, but anyway, so you post something, whether it's a carousel post, a reel, any kind of post, or a story, even stories. You could say, reply to this story with this keyword.
Really? Oh
Or
yeah, because it goes right into the DMs. Duh.
yeah.
That's
So if you reply
fantastic.
to a story, it's a DM. So it's like comment with this keyword or even DM me with this keyword. Those are the 3 main ways that we get
Yeah.
people to start the conversation. The thing
Right.
is your lead has to click and start the conversation. Once they do that, you've got them in a conversation. You have 24 hours where you can actually message them.
Wow.
Versus if you were to click on a link and go to your website, like a website funnel,
Sure.
like a freebie funnel, a good conversion rate there is 20-30%. What
Right.
happens if they are learning about your freebie and they're like curious, but they're like, nah, I'm not really that interested. They leave.
Right.
Well, you've lost them. You have zero way of connecting with them.
Exactly.
Whereas in the DMs, we get 85% of people actually give us their email address, and the other 15% who don't, we can actually send them a little, hey, did you forget something? Like we have
Right.
24
And
hours. We
and
can
it's
bump
all
them.
automated, so it's not like you have to be the one following up with it. It's
Exactly.
all well, you kinda, like, touched on number 2,
Yeah.
which part of the automation and again, when you're the business owner, hallelujah for automation. You have to
Mhm.
live on your phone all the time,
Right.
spending a lot at Disneyland and you're answering all this DM. No, no, no.
Yeah.
The automation takes off. So you the first thing is, like, you ask them for an email or could you ask them for a phone number, for an SMS?
You can ask for a phone number for
Yeah,
texting. You can ask them for an email, and depending on the type of business, we will ask for both. So if
okay,
it's a restaurant, a lot of times we'll ask for email and then ask for the phone number.
okay. Yeah,
So if
wherever
it's
it's
an online
appropriate.
coach, we don't always do text. A lot of times we'll do both.
Yeah. But you
So
can
it
then
really just
send them
depends.
yeah, then you could send them the gift that they asked for because 'cause you're getting
Mhm.
the thing in return that you want, their email, click
Right.
build that list. I'm all about building the list, right? I mean, it's a
Yeah.
business asset. So if you ever
Totally.
wanna sell your business, if you have 10,000 leads, that's an asset that increases the value of your business.
Absolutely.
And the other is business insurance. So if for some reason Facebook goes down or Instagram glitches or you get blocked, you have offline the ability to reach out to your customers
Right.
whenever you need to. So
Yes.
hallelujah. I'm so happy you're helping people with that. That is great.
Yeah, because like I don't think anyone would argue that you should build an email list, right?
Right.
And so we're building that email list, but we're also building the texting list, and we're building an Instagram list. And so one story I want to share is we have this one client. His name is Pedro Adeo, and he has a very large 8-figure business, and he has hundreds of thousands of people on his email list. And we recently started building up his messenger automation list.
Okay.
So when he runs a 5-day challenge, he's known as like the challenge guy, and he teaches people how to run like a free 5-day challenge.
Oh,
And
cool.
so whenever he has people sign up for his challenge, he'll send them to automation to get notifications. So they'll opt in to be notified on day 1 when they go live. So it's like, hey,
Perfect.
we're live. We'll be live in 5 minutes. And they click on it. His show up rate has more than doubled because we've added this. And
Wow.
so recently he was relaunching his membership, and we sent out a broadcast to about 4,500 people on his list.
Okay.
And he had 333 people click on it. And that generated $4,000 in sales just from one message.
Wow.
So that's a 7.9% click-through rate.
Wow.
Emails get like 1 to 2% click-through rate. So
Wow.
almost 8% click-through rate of people who got that message clicked, and it generated $4,000 in income. And so that's just one message. I mean, we do this all month. So it's like, it's adding up. And these are people who have raised their hand and said, send me messages. I want to hear from you.
Exactly.
So you're not spamming them. It doesn't feel annoying. They don't think it's him. And that's one of the worst things about chatbots, or the word bot people don't like, is they think that you think it's a human, and then you figure out it's not a human. That's like like an icky.
It's disingenuous. Yeah.
Right.
In fact, my bot says, I'm Mary bot. I'm Mary's assistant,
Yeah.
virtual
And that's
assistant,
great.
whatever. And people are like, oh, that's funny. And then I try to put in funny GIFs, and there's all kinds of things you can do that make people know, oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, and if you tell them, you're going to instantly get it. Like, they know that's not a human doing that.
Right.
The worst thing to me is whenever someone says, hey, comment below and I'll send you this thing. And I comment and I don't get a DM for like a day or even several hours. I'm like, no, I was a hot, interested lead then. And now I forgot what this was even about.
Right. Well, we definitely have the attention span of less than a goldfish now, pathetically. So we have to like really lean into that and help people with what you want to give them what they need. Yep. Right. I mean, I've always said, and you and I've talked about this, that we are the answer to someone's prayer. And so in the moment when they're looking for a solution, you need to provide it. Like that's our God-given, purpose in life. If you have a solution and somebody needs it, well, you need to show up and give it to them. So, I mean, this goes to number 3, which we've kind of touched on as well, is follow up and make the sale. Like you can follow up as a human and you can interrupt, right? And answer your clients directly. You don't have to let the automation do everything.
That's why I said not just DM automation, but it's also social selling. I get the majority of my clients, like I'll make a post and I'll get like 2-3 comments, and then I get like 4 or 5 DMs, and I'll get sales calls booked just because someone DM'd me. They never commented. I'll get clients that have been watching my posts for 6 months and have never once even hit the like button. And then they DM me and they're like, I want to hire you. Like people, sometimes they just prefer the DMs. It's a private one-on-one conversation.
Right.
So if you can have that like DM conversation, you can jump in and be like, hey, this is the real Tracey. Just wanted to check in with you and see if you had any questions. Yeah. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, now it's a person. And then you get them on a call. Like you just, you do what you should know how to do as a business owner, is sell your products and services. Now, if you're like some of our clients that have 100,000 followers. Well, we have one client that has 160,000 followers on Instagram. Wow. And she obviously can't jump in and like respond to every DM. So why she hired us, and she's an Instagram expert. She is an expert in Instagram. She hired us because she's like, I don't have time to like go in and respond to all these people. Right. So we set up 6 different keywords because she has several freebies. She has webinar. She has these things that sell her different courses and programs. Right. And so anytime her team is sending out, like doing a post on something, they'll just rotate through those keywords. So like one of the keywords will trigger the freebie flow. And then after that flow, it's like, by the way, did you know we have a challenge coming up next week? You could join us this day and it costs $17, whatever. So following up is either as a human, as a social seller, if you have a team of social sellers, or just as yourself, if you're a CEO or main business person, or using automation to follow up. Mine uses automation. So if you're on Instagram, you can DM me the word scale as a test if you want to see how this works. Okay. And you can kind of go through my flow, and it'll ask you a few questions about yourself. And then at the end, it'll prompt you to book a call with me. And so then so once we've kind of had the little DM conversation, the automation will say, by the way, if you want to schedule time, here's the link. And so it makes it super easy for people to get.
Where would they do that? I'll type it on the screen.
Go to Instagram. My Instagram is Tracey Matney VPS, standing for Victory Point Social. And then
Okay.
you just DM me the word scale.
Okay. Tracey Matney, what?
VPS.
VP. Oh, for your company. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make sure this is right. And I'll put it here on the screen. Is that right?
Let me put on my check it out. Yes, that's right.
Okay, awesome. And I'm also going to say that you're going to, when you go to her Instagram, you're going to put in the comments.
You're just gonna DM me.
Oh, okay. So DM with the word what?
Scale.
Scale.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
the reason though it's the word scale is because this flow you're going to trigger is specifically for people who have an existing business. They have proven offers. They're making, a couple six figures in business and they're ready to scale to 7.
Right.
That's typically the type of clients we work with. And
Okay.
so if you go through that flow, you'll kind of see, and you can see how I frame it.
Okay, very cool. Well,
Mhm.
thank you so much. A living example. I love it.
Yeah,
So, any freebies that you're offering, I'm sure will come through that
right.
that automation. So,
Yeah.
wow. Well, listen, we are actually over time. We're switching, I said, to the 15-minute
Yeah.
model. So, we just wanted to get great information out quickly because people are busy. And Tracy, thank you so much
Sure.
for being. I said I cherish you as a friend, and I'm so excited for your new baby that's coming, and the fact that you have a team set up that you walk your walk, you talk your talk, right? And so you have a team that's doing all this automation for your business as well, so you won't miss a beat while you're cuddling your new baby, which is great.
Yeah. So grateful. To me, a whole different experience than 7 years ago when I had my son. So
Right.
setting
Right.
up a team of people, but then also just like all the automations that we have through funnels and DMs and emails and just makes its life a lot easier. So you can have that like time freedom, which was my main goal of starting a business. So
That is awesome. All coming to fruition. I love it. Well,
yeah.
listen, God bless you. Thank you for being on the show today. Everyone, thank you for joining us for the Brilliant Marketing with Mary show. We're going live every Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific, and I hope you'll join me for another show in the future. And until then, be brilliant in all you do. Take care.